Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10 since 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 10.
22 Linda.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now Levis. Flushed out right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
Come on. Panther 11.
Williams to throw from his end zone. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Big strides, look at him go. He's on his way. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, 98 yards. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. That pass taken in by Burks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3 and out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
And Levis going to change the play. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
from the 46. Here's the second down and 4. Gonna run again here with Pollard. Able to power through. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Out of the gun to give to Spears. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A good effort there from Javon Dexter. He drops him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to second and 15. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Like 49. 22 window, 22 window.
Levis. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Second and 6.
60 Bobcat, 60. Here we go, set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And that's a pretty grab there for a first down by Okonkwo. And that's something the Titans are hoping to see a lot of this season. He's been an underrated weapon for Tennessee ever since he was drafted, and they're hoping they can unleash him in this season.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Like 54.
Hand off to Spears. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Levis looking to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
454.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Quick throw complete. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd from 3 yards out. And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Nick Folk for the point after. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Let's go now. Take go.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Oh, a nice spin. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards that time.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Khalil Herbert punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And bulldozing his way through. And he returns this to the 22. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 58 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball, then limit that gain.
Play action now. Levis. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And off right side for Herbert. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
Play action. Now Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Here's a screen now for Pollard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Levis back to throw. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Traylon Burks from 6 yards away. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. Folk connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. To the left side into the hands of Odunze. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On play action, here's Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end Connect. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1. Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Ready. Sorry, 70.
Throwing is Williams. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
One final shot before the half. Here's Levis. A shot downfield for Burks. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw, it's Williams. To the right side and intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Titans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done. So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
2nd and 9. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick 6.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they were defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Like 54.
Off the play fake, Levis. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Levis sets up to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Like 24.
They'll throw it again with Levis. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Levis out of the shotgun now. That's dumped off to Pollard. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Zero's down. 49 window. 390.
Pollard. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Like 13.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Next for the Titans field goal. A 22-yard
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And a special play there by the special teams. It's one thing to fake it. He ran it in for the score.
I think the special teams coach saw something on film in preparation for this game, told the head coach now's the time. He got the green light, and they worked it to perfection.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
To the air, Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Here's Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
That is caught. Room to maneuver at the 35. And down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd and goal. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A give to Pollard running left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 69 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down, Pollard again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Levis from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead.
22 window.
And here's a give to Spears. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Working from the gun. Here's Levis. And it's caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Tajay Spears. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. What a start to the season. This has been back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Looking to throw is Williams. Finding Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's a give to Herbert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll go again with Herbert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. They'll go play action here with Williams. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Complete to Boyd.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Levis. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Here's Levis. That pass taken in by Burks. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Levis, he'll look to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Pollard going to try the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Pollard again. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I think we saw the strategy there, how they moved it to the left hash so they could line things up for them to kick the field goal.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Running right, it's Pollard. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
49, Mike 49.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and it'll be a hot time across the Cumberland tonight. The Titans have won it. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.